You're sitting back in the chair as a heavily tattooed and muscled up individual is pulling out the gun at the moment, and looking at it, and then looks back at you for a second. Is the blush of life active for you,
Yeah.
Mason?
Yeah.
Right, remove a point of blood then, please. Do not forget to do that. She looks at you for just a second and then looks back at the nail gun, puts it down, and then says, I've got a better idea. And then she pulls out a needle. And then flicks it, and then she sterilizes the needle, although the rest of the place doesn't look particularly sterile. You can hear the sound of the punk bar rioting of Overkill from around the corner, and there's a few drunken punks in the street already. And then walks back over towards you, and then says, right, you're going to feel a little bit of a sting. Yeah?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. And then stabs it through your ear. Doesn't hurt perhaps as much as it should. Pulls it out and then puts the needle away, and then reaches down and then pulls out, what is it, like a stud or a hoop?
Just a stud.
Just a stud, yeah. Puts it in, and then, okay. And then suddenly, from the other sort of side where there's like a curtain drawn across, then it opens. Stella's there looking directly at you. You call that come here? And she walks over and just puts her hands on your shoulder for a second and holds you in a vice-like grip. We can do a bit better than that, can't we, Auntie? And then the woman looks back at her, then back at you. Yeah, I think we can. And then she turns and then starts like finding another sterile needle. How's it going, Cassidy, Detective Inspector?
Hello, Stella. This is quite a surprise. What is going on?
What, you think you could get away with just a little nick on your arm, eh? Yeah, is that what you thought you could get away with? Come on, you're in the mother's fucking army. You need to look like it. Right, I think we'll get one done over the eyebrow, and then what do you reckon? How familiar are you with royalty?
Not terribly familiar.
She looks back towards Auntie. Nah, we'll spare you the Prince Albert. And she leans back and then holds your shoulders down, and then says, "It's all right. It'll grow back, probably." And as they walk up and they're planning to pierce through your eyebrow, you letting them do this?
Yeah, fuck it.
Stab through again. It's not really an issue. As Auntie pulls it out and then deposits something. It's very rough, actually. You're not sure if they're doing this properly. Maybe Auntie knows what kind of flesh she's working with, as she deposits another kind of like stud. It looks more like a little sort of miniature rivet in there. It's nothing flashy. It's just a piece of metal, really,
Yeah.
like a bar, through your eyebrow, which makes you look, as you look yourself in the mirror, ridiculous, maybe. All right, brilliant. Well, that's a start. And as you earn the rest of your war wounds, we can give you a couple more, eh?
Okay.
Yeah, wonderful.
I'm sure I'm sure I'll be collecting many more then.
Yeah. Well, what? You're not a professional now anymore, are you? She like spins the chair around and starts walking about.
No, it's no official position. Just doing what I can.
Even that no official position. Fuck off. Right. Do you want to go get a drink?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Come on. See you later, Auntie.
Thank you very much. And then he'll kind of...
And Stella actually like forks out some cash for that and then deposits a few notes on the table and then walks off. Actually, no, as she walks out, after she deposits it, she walks out and just throws the wallet on the floor and then walks over towards Overkill. Lets you walks straight past the queue. Yeah. You're escorted by her, so there's no problem. She walks over towards the bar and then leans forward, whispers in the bar lady's ear for just a second, and looks back to you. Right, and then she looks about. Do you ever fed in Overkill before?
I've never been here before.
It's really easy. It's really bloody easy. You just have to be very assertive.
Yeah.
Now,
it looks quite chaotic.
There's a little code, and I'm going to tell you because you've risked your life for me, and I appreciate it.
Okay.
All right. So you know how there's a whole left ear, right ear to tell if you're queer or not?
Sure.
Right. Very similar proposition. There's a code with the piercings, all right? Let me explain. And she starts like pointing out a few people. So there, straight bar through the nose. Now, anywhere else, it's just a fashion statement. Here, that means off limits. If it's straight, off limits. If it's a little squiggly towards one end or they've got a motif or a pattern on it, that means they're game, but not for anything too rough. So you just give them a look. They'll know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Now, the men, slightly different. not all of them are gay, and they probably won't appreciate you walking around like that. Hunker can get away with it, but Hunker can get away with anything. She's bloody 6'5",
Yeah.
350 pounds. You get 3 shades of shit knocked out of you if you tried that. Probably.
Okay.
And look, strength in numbers, all right.
Yeah.
So if you're gunning for the chicks, which you should be, by the way.
I'm not too picky.
All right, fair enough. Well, if you're gunning for the chicks, then that's one good way of looking at it. The other thing, though, that she gestures to the chain that she's got on her like sort of linking her ear to her nose. That, depending on which way round it is, that will tell you. So right side, that means right side of the neck, rough stuff. Left side means a bit more careful. Understand?
Okay. Got
If
it.
they're bringing that, a lot of those are going to be artificial. They're going to be clip-ons, yeah? So if you do need to pull them off, that's fine. They tend to like it rough. If they're not wearing any of that, don't fucking touch them. And that will change every now and again. So if
Okay.
you're going to come here, let me know first.
Got it.
Because I don't want any messy incidents, understand?
Yeah, of course.
All right, brilliant. Now that's all sorted. Oh, and if they're pissed drunk, then don't bother.
Sure.
It's more dangerous for them to get home. If they've lost blood and their alcohol tolerance is shot, it's better earlier on in the night, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, and you are driving them home, and they don't expect cash, but they do expect a little aftercare. Understand? Eddie, you right? She fist bumps the guys and walks past.
I like it. I like the system you've got here.
Yeah. It's surprisingly easy to set up, you know.
Yeah, this is the first kind of system I've seen like this so far. Of course, I'm quite young, but
to be honest, sort of already existed at Overkill. There's always been an unspoken language, you know.
right.
It's I wouldn't call it brotherhood, but punk's not dead. Let's just say that.
Well, I can see that.
Well, this one is. She laughs. And so is this one then. Hey, Kelly, this is Mason Cassidy, right? He's allowed in anytime I'm in. You don't have to ask me first. She looks you right the way up and down. Looks back towards Stella. He's not the usual fare, but we'll bring him round. Don't worry. Auntie's already had one go. I'll make sure she gets another crack. And Kelly just looks between you and then drink.
Yeah.
Oh no, no. Actually, he won't be having anything. He's going to be looking from the top shelf, and but on the top shelf in Overkill again stretches way on up, so it's impossible to reach. She gives Stella a knowing look and then walks off in the other direction.
Right. Got it.
She holds up. She is using the blush and has got a beer for herself at the moment. Feel free to order at the bar, but you don't have to. She knows she's on the level.
Yeah. No, Mason will still order a drink. Might as well make use of the blush while it's active. So yeah, he'll just.
Obviously, don't mention any of this. Invictus can get away with having dolls left, right, and centre thanks to the Vanderberg, but me, I've had to keep this a little bit more tight-lipped. That's why I'm so protective of the place.
Don't worry, I won't say a word.
All right. Okay, there we go. Favour paid. We're fucking square now. Understood?
Of course.
All right, brilliant. So, did you sell Sentinel? Because I saw it was still open.
Yeah, I've got Bob's old guy, Zayden. He was
twat.
Yeah, he was looking for a bit of help, so I thought.
Oh, yeah. Wait, a bit of help?
Yeah.
Don't tell me.
Well, he's.
You're not.
Yeah.
You need to cut that loose as soon as possible, right? Anything that was Bob's is bad trouble now. It's bad fucking news.
Oh, I know.
You know Bob's still around, right? I've seen him.
So I was walking through patrolling Spoke Hill.
Right.
And then a payphone just started ringing, and it was Bob calling me. Yeah.
Some 1984 shit right there.
Fucking creepy.
That's what I mean. And you think he's just going to be letting him? I mean, same with Sabina. She tried to come in here a while ago.
She did tell me, yeah.
I don't want anything to do with her or Zayden or anything to do with anything of Bob's.
Sure.
He's got a fucking past.
And yeah, I know.
In fact, between you and me, and it's not exactly a secret, but ages past before I jumped in with a circle, before I joined up with the king, I was embraced into the Horde.
Yeah.
He used to work for him, on and
Yeah.
off,
Yeah, he
go
mentioned
between,
that.
you know.
He
Right,
mentioned it.
yeah, he mentioned it to you. Good. So you know that if he's gone off the radar, who do you think he's gone crawling back to?
I already brought it up with Anya. That's what I am
There's
worried
not
about.
much we can do until he shows himself.
And he's not
And
going
I
to.
don't want to do anything, to be honest with you. I don't want to touch that with a 10-foot fucking pole.
Definitely not. Definitely not. All I know, all I've been told, because he still talks to Sabina, is that he's working on clan business.
That can't be good. Clan business means the Archbishop's involved.
Yep. And we've heard there's been rumblings of Nos in the parish.
Which ones?
A lot of them.
No, I mean, like, I can't name a single Nosferatu that I actually know who's sanctified except for Vlatsky.
That's the concerning thing.
Bob goes off the grid, used to work for the chief. Chief comes back. Bob starts working on clan business, and now there's Nosferatu in the parish.
Yeah.
And they've been running underneath us this whole fucking time.
Yep.
Oh, and there's mind-controlling bird monsters.
Oh, don't even get me started on that.
All at once.
Don't even get me started on the birds.
I'm getting you started, and it sounds like you've got something to tell me.
Oh, there was a big encounter with them under Howich Island in the sewers.
No one told me?
Yeah, it was an Invictus op.
Oh, op. Yeah, see, those are the sort of words we need you to stop using now.
Okay. Well, it was an Invictus shit show. How about that?
That sounds more like it.
There was someone, a kind, who has been possessed, who I knew about, and well, we managed to capture them. But the
Stop
birds.
using the word kind.
Sorry.
Fucking people.
I know.
Kelly, are you a cow? And Kelly just looks at her and then swings and punches Stella in the eyebrow, and the fake blood starts, well, not fake blood, but you know, blood starts to go down. She looks back at you and just heals it over. See what I mean?
Yeah. No, I know.
Heard? Fuck that word. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't mean to.
Friends, not food.
Of course,
Yeah.
I don't think of them like they're people. Of course they are.
Fuck me, Mason. You have been brainwashed. You have.
I'm trying to shake it off.
I know.
But
Try harder.
no, she well, with it, she's my sister, and
Shit.
yeah,
She alright?
she's currently being held at Hohenheim College.
Oh, she's not alright then. Oh, sorry. I shouldn't have said that.
No, it's we do. It's okay. She wasn't all right before. She'd been possessed by that fucking thing. But no, we managed to capture her, and interrogate it.
Right.
From what I understand, some deals being made that if it can give us information, names on people who might be possessed, then they're going to ship it off like across the other side of the world just to get it away from here, but get it out of her and then get rid of it.
That's gonna start a fucking witch hunt.
And
Depending on what it says.
there's something I probably shouldn't be telling you, but you should know, because I think this is something that we're going to be facing head on. It did give us one name for free: the chieftain.
I don't believe it.
Yeah, it seemed
No,
pretty.
I mean, I don't think it's telling the truth.
No, it seemed pretty out there.
Right, hang on, let me get this straight. How long have these things been in Crucible, right? What, a few months?
Longer than that, from what it said. They are the one that we were talking to was ancient Rome days.
All right, that's not important. How long have they moved into Crucible for?
Didn't specify.
That doesn't add up. If they've been in for that long, how come I wasn't possessed, turned while I was in the Order? I remember everything.
I don't know.
I mean, if I were in its position, I would have said the exact same thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like they're going to go up to the chief and ask him politely if he knows anything, are they? It's not like they can get to him easy.
No, I mean
it's not like it'd change anything if he was.
Yeah, I mean,
no, I don't believe that.
It definitely was desperate.
Is your sister all right? Will she be all right?
Hopefully.
Mason, if you need to hide her somewhere, I've hidden people here before. From the police, from gang violence, from the king even. Yeah, and you know how close me and the king are.
Yeah.
It's all right if she needs to lay low somewhere. If she don't mind the noise, there's all sorts of apartments plastered on up there. It wouldn't take me a minute to open them up. Yeah, it won't be comfy, but it'll be safe.
Thanks. I'm hoping to get her out of the city, to be honest. From what I could gather up, her life is pretty much gone to shit anyway.
It's all right. She'll bounce back.
Yeah, she will. She will.
People are really fucking tough. She'll fit. Yeah, she'll probably fit. She'll probably fit right in here. No one is in their right mind.
she'll be fine. Missing a few
looks
parts.
Good, by the way.
Does it? It's an interesting one. I never.
You need to change the rest of the ensemble so you look less like Sergeant Wanker and more
At the moment, Mason's wearing he knows the kind of vibe of Overkill, so he was dressed like in like jeans and boots and a tank top and like showing off tattoos on his arms.
Oh yes, I didn't know he had tattoos.
Yeah, no, he's got full sleeve on his right arm and just from the elbow upwards on his left.
I mean, in that case, yeah, she probably be your usual ensemble. You need to look like a little bit less like Sergeant Wanker, but we'll bring you around. Do you know what punk is, Mason? Do you know why I care about it so much?
I don't. I haven't heard much about it.
I'm going to say something that sounds really cliche, but it's 100% true.
Okay.
It is about being the purest expression of who you are without giving a shit what anybody else thinks.
Yeah.
Not a single shit. Not one fuck. Not one dribble of a fuck. Yeah? Everyone here is living their life. And I don't need to get told how to do it by somebody else. I don't need to get told what they need to sacrifice, when they need to sacrifice it, who they need to love, who they need to care about. It's a transformation. Just like us. That's why I wanted you to get those done. I mean, it was fucking funny, but you're not the same man that you used to be. You need to remind yourself of that every night when you wake up and look in the mirror.
I know.
And a brand, that's not going to do it all. Because even that's allegiance. This, and she just points to her face with all the piercings and everything, and the Mohican and everything. All of this, up to me.
Yeah.
You got to take that control back, Mason. Nights like this, you need all the individuality you can get. Else you'll end up like just another Invictus Thrall.
Gosh. Yeah. To be honest, it sounds terrible, but everything going to shit that night on the 4th. Probably one of the better things that's happened to me in my own life. Because it put me in this direction. And
fucking hell, Mason, you only had to blow up half the city, didn't you?
To be technically, that wasn't me. That wasn't me.
All right. Only takes an unrestricted bout of arson to change your fucking mind, doesn't it?
It was a lot more than just the arson, but yeah.
You need
I
to
mean,
figure out what you want.
I know.
No, I mean like now, like right now. Because the longer you go around not knowing the answer to that question, someone else is going to answer it for you.
Yeah.
And I don't want that to be me, and I don't want it to be Anya, and I definitely don't want it to be anyone else.
Yeah.
You know, Invictus, any of them. You know, the fucking Carthians. That's why I'm not a Carthian. You know, that's why I never joined in with Gorman Andy. Because it's the same old shit. It's control. I'm doing fine here by myself, more or less.
Yeah.
I'm careful. I know what I'm doing. I know not to let loose ends get away. Sometimes I'm not happy about it, but I'm disciplined. I get it. I understand. You know? If we all had that attitude, we wouldn't need some monarch lording it over the rest of us. Or a premier. Even a hierophant. I think Anya agrees with me.
Yeah.
Die and let die, eh? Yeah? Something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, now, I said I was going to get you a drink, and she swivels around and then starts scanning the crowd.
Okay.
Right. Pick one.
Oh, okay.
Come on, what's your fancy? Tip man, arse man? Would you like? Do you like it when ladies show a bit of ankle?
And he'll just scan the crowd, and he'll just pick out someone. Just.
Oh, come on, no, be a little bit more discriminating than that. Don't just choose it at random. What do you like? What gets you going? It's all right if it's a man. There's a few here which are.
It's well. I mean,
you have to fight for it. A lot of them are taken, but.
I mean, either or. I'm not. Either way.
Oh, I get it. All right, very nice. Was that after you died? You figured that out?
No.
Cool.
But never really got the chance.
Push me further in the other direction.
Yeah. I never really got the chance to express it or show it in my life.
That's one of the great things about being dead. You don't have to give a shit anymore.
Yeah.
None of them care. You know, Martina bent as a pipe, I think. I've heard. Alan Denver, queer as a kite.
Okay.
Hunker,
what needs to be said about Hunker?
There's not a handbook in the world that could define Hunker love.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I was happy about this transformation, but definitely
you got to learn to be, Mason. You got to learn to be.
I know. I'm getting that.
It's all a fucking lottery.
Yeah.
You know, it's a sperm lottery. That's what it is. That's your life. It's a sperm lottery. You get what you're given, and you got to make the most of it. It's not the other way around. You don't get to choose anything like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck. I'm telling you this like I'm your grandmother. Fuck, I'm old enough to be your grandmother. Do you know how old I am?
I don't.
Oh, I don't want to tell you now.
It's okay. You don't have to. You know that I'm fucking.
Must be in my 70s now. Shit on it.
I mean, you look fantastic for being 70.
Fuck off. I need a drink. And she stands up. She says, right. And she looks back to you. Pick someone. Actually pick someone. Actually think about it. Yeah?
Okay. All right.
I'll see you upstairs on the rafters up there. Yeah?
Sure.
Right. Take your time. Have fun. And she like taps her hands. Like, if it needs to get a bit rough, it's all right. You know, it'll grow back. Don't fuck up anyone too badly, but bruises are fine. Remember what I said, yeah?
Yeah.
Do you actually remember what I said?
Yes, I do. About
the code? Yeah?
Like
do you want me to go over it again?
Like if it's straight going
I
through the nose.
I could tattoo it onto your knob if that makes it easier. Auntie's done that before.
I really don't need that. I've got a good memory.
Really helpful.
I've got a good memory.
Kelly, make sure he knows what he's doing. All right, I'll see you later. And she starts drifting off into the crowd and joins the mosh.
Awesome. Mason will just then find someone who's got. He'll just find someone who's got.
Who's got what?
Who's an individual who's got like a chain on
Man
the.
or woman?
Go with the man.
Okay.
So he's got like a chain on like the left.
Oh, you idiot. All right, okay, yeah.
Am I an idiot?
Mason is probably. I'll let you do a. Given the slight difficulty of the situation, I'll let you do a roll to see if you can feed it. I'll just do one roll before we close the scene. See if you do score some blood. Are you doing it kind of fairly socially? Are you trying to like chat someone up, or are you just going in?
He'll just. I think he'll just go in.
All right. Can you do for me, please, a strength and socialize roll for me?
Socialize. All right.
Feeding and then being an IV and overkill's a bit weird.
Yeah.
Hence the odd dice pool.
2 successes.
Hey, can you add 2 points of blood
Hey.
as you stalk somebody down, let loose, probably forget about your all that shit for a moment, finally, and then eventually outside press a man against the wall who you're pretty sure, based on the signs, is gay. He's not, but that doesn't mean he's not on board with what's going on.
Sure.
And after a brief battle with him, where you get clocked in the jaw very hard, he tells you to fuck off, and then you wrestle with him, and with a bunch of people cheering you on, with what is essentially just kind of a friendly scuffle,
Yeah.
and you manage to sneak a bite in there and like envelop him in your arms and stop him from struggling. And when you stop and lick the wound, then he just leans back and is defeated, just falls over backwards, basically. And you see Kelly's standing there in the doorway, like at the fire exit, like looking at you as that happens.
What can I gauge? What kind of expression it is?
It's just a raised eyebrow. It's quite a blank expression.
All right, then Mason will just give him we'll just give the guy like just a pat on the cheek and then walk away. And then go
As you walk back over towards Kelly, she says, "You're gonna make a lot of enemies doing shit like that, champ." But she like, taps you on the arse as you walk in, and then shuts the fire door behind her. She's upstairs.
All right, then Mason will go up.
And you see, Stella is like leaning over the rafters at the moment, looking at the sea of people rising up and down and back and forth like a turbulent storm.
He kind of leans.
You weren't listening to a single thing I said. The chains are for chicks, not for dudes.
You didn't specify it was just for girls.
It was implicit in the conversation.
Well,
You'll learn.
I'll learn.
You got a bit of.
He'll kind of wipe.
It's all right. It's not unusual, but
yeah.
Well,
first time. I'll know for next time.
Yeah. You need to fit in more as well if you're going to come back.
Yeah, I know.
More's better, yeah?
Yeah. Okay.
Quantity over quality. No, seriously. Quality matters, but there's only so much quality you can get away with before you look like you got a chip on your shoulder.
Right. Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
Are you going to stick around there all night? Do I have to talk to you all night?
I don't know if I could submit anyone to that amount of torture.
What?
What?
No, seriously, what?
It was just a dig at myself. Don't worry about it.
Torture. Oh, right, it was you. It was you
Yeah.
you were talking about.
No, it's not me.
Yeah. No, that's completely fine. I understand, twat. And just she says that, she whacks you in the dick like with the back of her hand. It's very hard. Like her equivalent strength is probably 4.
Right.
So it's like being hit by like an American football player.
Mason kind of recoils and then gives it like a shove.
You've learned a lot, haven't you?
Well, it's if you don't, then you don't last very long.
Ah. Welcome to what's really going on in Crucible, Mason.
Thanks for showing it to me. I think I'll be up here more often.
Great. You better keep them.
I wouldn't dare show my face without these to you.
There we go. And she gives you a quite a friendly embrace with just
Yeah.
one arm. Right. Right. And then we'll zoom the camera out as the two of you are just looking over at the sea of the completely these odd individual faces. All of them, yes, the styles are similar across people, but they're all different. There's a story behind every one of them. And as we zoom out back above and away, above Overkill, that is where our scene will come to an end.
It's me.
Yes, it's you.